Alright, so as the title suggests, it has indeed been a very long time since I streamed as the Gladiator in this game. So here it is, my Gladiator in all its glory, and where I left off previously. It has been almost, I think it's about getting close to 5 years since the last time I streamed as a Gladiator. But, yep, this is its current stats. If I were to switch gears, armor class will be slightly higher, but the chance to hit is just way lower. And, of course, there's damage to compensate for that. DFE remains about the same, as long as I don't actually change weapons outright. That's secondary equipment. That is my primary. Still have the same armor on, the helm here, amulet, and my 2 rings, along with 2 axes, constricting ring in case I need to switch out for all res. I don't know if I'm actually going to use Token of Terror or not. Probably just going to stay on the default dungeon floors. And all this here is my endgame gear, which I'm looking forward to wearing at some point. But in order for me to do that, I have to get to level 46. I think the level 46 is when the stats stop being capped per level. That is what I'm really, really looking forward to doing. Reaching level 46. And once I do that, I can truly have free reign like I was saying before. Haven't learned that many spells, as you can see as Gladiator, given that the highest possible magic you can get base-wise is 20. It maxes out at 20. Apart from that, let's just go into this thing.
We have long lain dormant.
What the? Let's try that again, shall we?
We have long lain dormant, and the time to awaken has come. Our tendrils shall envelop this world, and we will feast on the flesh of its denizens.
There's actually a different music in the background that plays here. There it is. Resist fire. Okay, that's good. I could stand to wear shield. I could stand to wear the constricting ring here against the torch ants. They really don't play. They don't mess around. I didn't even cast Fury yet. I didn't mean to do that. Just one. Let's see what this is at least.
Hello, my friend.
Lousy shield of blocking.
Greetings.
This is Doom difficulty after all, and lack of a fire resist, it'll really make you pay for it. Nothing. No, don't try to run. Don't try to run. You don't get to do that. No, 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 no. You don't get to run. You don't get to run. After all the grief you tried to give me just now? Hey, Jaime, how's it going? I'm playing with my old Gladiator again. This is a Gladiator that I haven't played with, that I haven't played the game as. Well, not played the game. I haven't streamed this game as in the past, I think, 5 years. I beat Uber Diablo with him, but at the same time, ever since I beat Uber Diablo, I made my way down 16 floors on the same difficulty, Doom.
Hello, my friend.
And I haven't played as him ever since. That's when I started playing as the Scout, the Mage, and the Paladin later on.
Good day. How may I serve you?
You know something? Maybe I can get away with selling this book of Mana Shield.
Hello, good friend.
Oh, that's totally fine.
What ails you, my friend?
You're right. 5 years is a lot. I was alternating between this and Diablo the Hell 2 when it was released. I was definitely enjoying my fair share of Diablo the Hell 2. But yeah, this guy is... he can definitely deal a lot of damage, which is a good thing. And thankfully he has pretty decent health as well. Is this a chest that's going to kill me? Nope. It's a test that's going to drain my mana. Nah, that didn't do anything. I'm not going to open either one of those. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. I hope you had a good vacation at least. Vacations are always good. Okay, so the difference between the Hell 1 and the Hell 2 is that, unlike the Hell 1, which is a basic overhaul of the original Diablo Hellfire, Diablo the Hell 2 has a lot more classes for you to deal with. So there are 6 base subclasses, 6 base classes, and then there are more subclasses for each of those 6 over there. I think there was like a total of like 25, maybe 27 different classes to choose from. So the extensive variety is a major difference. Another key difference is there's so many different modes for you to choose from. So if you want to make things easier on yourself, you can actually choose easy mode, You can play Diablo the Hell mod similar to how you would play the original Diablo. Being able to go into town whenever you see fit, even in the middle of battle. You could do that in the Hell 2. But in this game, the one I'm currently playing now, you can't actually do that. You actually have to wait until either your character dies, or if you're in a safe spot after you killed every monster that was hindering you from from leaving. Things of that nature. Oh my goodness. Don't do this to me, guys. I probably may need to... Hang on. I probably may need to cast Fury here to bail myself out. Fury may last a while here. Let me check. Yeah, they do. I've been thinking about going back to playing the Hell 2 once I've made it to... once I've beaten Uber Diablo on all 3 difficulties for each of the classes I have here. The Mage, the other day, when I was playing as him, I actually beaten Uber Diablo on Purgatory. And so, I was thinking about it for a while.
Hello, my friend.
That I was going to have 4 different classes I will be alternating with for a while.
Hello, good friend.
They'll all be played on Doom difficulty, just to see how far I can get with each of them, but I don't want to burn myself out. I like having variety, so you'll see like for each day I'll be playing a different class. Kind of like a pattern. That's a lot of damage there. And I appreciate it. A lot of damage. I think that was critical hit damage there for a minute. That was 2 hits. That was 2 good hits of damage there. He fell. Got a minion here. Where there's a minion, there's a unique monster. Actually, they do have their own items that they can use. It does have its pros and cons. Like, there's no universal shared stash in Diablo the Hell 2. Everything is pretty much solo self-found, which means that if you find it for that one character, only that one character can use it. Which means that even if you're playing multiplayer, you can't share things with your teammates who are playing alongside you in multiplayer. But that could very well be a good thing for purists, for those who actually enjoy that means of play. It's something for them personally to enjoy, but I'm more casual than I will ever be purist. So I personally don't enjoy it, but I understand why the reason why that feature is been built into that mod in particular.
Greetings!
Ring of Precision. Do I need that? Better hold on to it. Never know.
Good day. How may I serve you?
What ails you, my friend?
Hello, good friend.
Exactly. Every new class you start with, you have to get your own. What was it? That class has to get their own items from the start. Like you start from the ground up with each character class. So there's no hand-me-down scenario. There's no hand-me-down feature, in a sense. It's like I no longer need this, but I can't give it to you either. So. That's a real shame. What was this? Was it fastest hit recovery here? I think so. I don't have fastest hit recovery on anything else, so I think I better hold on to Ignis Demonica. Oh well. Uh-oh. Don't kill my character. Please don't. Uh-oh. There we go. Please. But the cool thing about the mod that I'm currently playing is that there is a universal shared stash. So any item that I want to stash in there with Jillian, she can allow other characters within my roster to pick up that same item. So long as I save the game after stashing that item. Here we go again.
Hello, my friend.
But yeah, hands down, this is my favorite character class. Wow, that is a crazy good bow to have right now. I'll tell you that my scout will enjoy that.
Greetings.
And Sword of Hatred is not too bad either. 104 points to just base damage altogether. Insane. So that Bow of Doom is nice. And so is that Sword of Hatred. Exactly. I've always enjoyed the Sarah Stash feature. The irony of it is that when the Hell 2 was in its beta phase, there was actually a shared stash to use. But I suppose that it came down to the lead dev just wanted to get rid of the file that allowed the shared stash to bring some kind of uniqueness to it. I suppose. He had his reasons for doing it the way he did. Okay, so there's something down there. Another lashworm, I think it's called. Oh gosh. Oh, come on. I did. In fact, this is the very first class I started live streaming as regarding the Hellmon. I wonder if I'm gonna get something cool off of this. I don't know yet. But it'd be pretty cool if I did. Okay, so that's it for Ooh Shredder. Come on. There we go. Got situations like this where I have to have my back against a corner to make it that there's only 3 monsters attacking me. That's been done intentionally because the way the maps are designed around this specific difficulty, Doom. The lead dev got tired of players taking advantage of doorways and wanted to make it to where there are no doorways generated in Doom difficulty apart from the Ogden Sign side quest. Which is crazy, but again, he has his reasons for doing what he did.
Not enough mana.
Oh, wait.
Hello, my friend.
A Bengal sorcery. Alright then. Plate of Defiance. Mail of Endurance. I don't know. Well, Condor is doing a lot more than the Plate of Defiance right now.
Greetings.
Get rid of that and this. Just give me more gold, please. So they help you in a way that only a few monsters can hit you when you're in a corner.
Greetings.
Exactly. Exactly. If you have monsters tagging you from every side on Doom difficulty, like all 8 possible sides, you will be in trouble, and like your character will probably go down in less than a second. You don't ever want to get surrounded.
Hello, good friend.
Fury spell is level 10.
What ails you, my friend?
1, 2, 3. Oh wait, I got something else for me to sell. I forgot what it's called.
Hello, good friend.
It's diamond. Okay. Sell the diamond. Two favorite weapons. I like them. Feels good being able to play as Gladiator again. Basic items? Bah. Who cares about basic items? They're only good in the beginning, but apart from that, they're not that good at all. Oh, that's cool. Down to level 18. Hopefully there are no more torch ants for me to deal with. Those guys can be annoying. Very annoying. Lately I find myself looking into the archive of videos that I've uploaded in the past, all the live stream exports I've sent from Twitch to YouTube, and I gotta say, the nostalgia really hits me when I look that far ahead, when I look that far back. Not that far ahead, I'm being silly right now. Uh-oh, don't do it to yourself. Oh, I did it to myself. Uh-oh. Move. Oh, crap. Move! Move. Move quickly.
Not enough mana.
Oh no, not a new character at all. This is a really, really old character. He's the oldest, actually. He's currently at level 45. I think I have a level 34 scout. MP Larry. I appreciate the follow. I think that's like the same. Oh gosh. Please don't. Please. I'm gonna have to surround myself again by a corner. Corner. Okay, there we go. Look at the amount of health these guys have. It's ridiculous. I'm taking them down pretty fast, though. I forget how much damage I do base-wise on the Fury. Pretty sure it's a big amount. Yes, this is the character that I've had for... I actually started live streaming with this character back in 2017. I think it was like December of 2017 where I started streaming as the Gladiator. But I've been playing the Hell mod a great deal longer than that. I have more characters that I've actually shown. Warhammer, huh? So I'm going back to town again after Fury wears off. Okay, there we go. So I started streaming him back in 2017 for a pretty good while. It was from 2017 to 2020.
Greetings!
Yeah, in a way. In a way, you could say that. First stream, baby. That's when you put it that way, I can't deny it.
Good day. How may I serve you?
Like, he even has my username. So, yeah, he and I, we go a long way. We go a very long way. Ah. Yep, that's true. He is 8 years old. This character is 8 years old. Let's see if I can put this guy down. See, the thing about crossbows in this game is that they take a while for me to fire, but once I release an arrow, it deals crazy damage. Oh gosh, please. So many enemies at once. Don't do it to me. Don't do it to me, game. What's this pig-faced bassinet all about? Understood. Much appreciated. Hang on just a minute. Please don't.
Not enough mana.
Please don't. Good night. So I like how convenient this treasure chest is placed here, making it to where I only face off against 2 at most. Crits are nice. I very much appreciate critical hits. Here we go again. I have no idea what this is, what this entails. I'm probably gonna get hit with something serious. Oh, I dodged it.
No.
Still have a ways to go. I'm not even at a third of the bar needed. Not even at a third. But I am getting through Dungeon Floor 18. Halfway through, I say. Okay, so we got plenty of that going on.
I have no room for this crap. Not enough mana. No.
So from 44 to 69, that's about 25. Yeah, that's 25. So it's 25 out of possible 30 durability points restored.
Hello, my friend.
Another Sword of Hatred. Sapphire Helm.
Greetings. Greetings.
Maybe if it rolled better. Maybe if it rolled better.
Good day. How may I serve you?
Another one of those? Oh, joy. You ran right in to get killed, guy. Foul demon ran in to get killed.
No. Hello, my friend.
Okay, so Acts of Hatred is a no-no. Not gonna hold on to Sword of Repulsion either. Insane Sword looks pretty good. And Crossbow of Carnage, no. I already have a Deadly Crossbow of Speed. Now that's good.
Greetings.
Acts of Hatred, no. Sword of Repulsion, no. Crossbow of Carnage, no. Just give me the gold. And repair everything else. Stash Insane Sword into the stash.
Good day. How may I serve you?
There we go.
No.
I gotta look up the meaning of that some time. I have to. I feel like I have to. The powers of mana refocus for news. I never actually got the meaning of that one. I keep thinking about it. I tell myself I'm going to look up the meaning of that in regards to Diablo, but I never actually do it. I don't know what's going on with me. In any case, I'm almost done with level 18. I almost said 19. I really gotta cool it here. But yeah, I am most definitely killing it when it comes to dungeon floor. I forget again. That's actually pretty good. I do like that higher DFE. That higher minus DFE, in a sense. I do enjoy that. Whoa, look at that. They're coming out here and they're trying to pull out all the stops. This is my best bet for a corner. And this just proves if I'm not too careful, they go combo me to death. Haven't killed any grotesque yet? Oh man, this is whack. I didn't kill any Black Reapers either? Oh. Character was slipping. Oh, excuse me. There's a mob that actually shows up with an audio cue. Well, that gets aggroed with an audio cue, letting its group be known. Don't let them hit you.
Not enough mana. Hello, my friend.
Oh my gosh.
Greetings.
Collar of Pro. Oh my gosh, come on. What is going on?
Greetings.
I have better weapons all around. Better weapons, better ring. Oh, you jive.
Out of my way, wretched human.
Not enough mana.
Oh, of course. Give me a minute. I shall return. The aggro is real. Real life. But I have returned, as I said.
I have no room for this crap.
Another war crossbow, huh? Surely it can't be a disappointment. If it's anything like crystalline, that would be great, actually. That'd be very, very great.
Hello, my friend.
It's not crystalline. See, crystalline has low durability, but it has a very high damage probability to it. So that's what balances it out. A Staff of Haste here with faster attack. Probably not going to need this as a monk. Not really. Not thinking I am, so. Book of Stone Curse. I'm not talking to you, Wart.
Good day.
Alright.
How may I serve you?
Book of Stone Curse. All that empty space again. Oh, Theodore. I can get that spiritual treasure again. I never understood why he decided to
Hello, my friend.
get rid of the dialogue. I never understood that, why he decided to do that. But he has his reasons. I think he said something about her being annoying, but when I actually listened to it on Hellfire, I couldn't really see what's so annoying about it. Well, I could see it, but it's just something that I decided to take on the chin.
How may I serve you?
No required attributes for it, so perhaps my paladin can put that to use. More of those. Another one of those. That's probably my third one where I got tagged by some experiences gained by touch.
Not enough mana.
I think he tried to fake me out. Didn't work well to his favor, though. The Viper. What the? Minions?
Hello, my friend.
Oh, Axe of Speed, huh? I'm gonna sell you because you're not worth the time. Everything I currently have on now is so much better. Vipers everywhere. And they're minions.
I have no room for this crap. Not enough mana.
Wow. It's gonna be that bad. Oh, close call. Good night, that was a lot. You saw that crazy mob I was dealing with? That was actually 2 mobs, I think. No, wait, there was probably like 3 mobs in one. It can be that crazy sometimes. Oh, but at the end of it, my Gladiator can be pretty strong. So long as I have the health potions to back him up, he'll be fine. He just has to keep attacking is all. I have no idea about the items that are on the other side of this wall. I don't have teleport, so I have to walk over there manually. But I am glad you're back with sound, Jaime. I'm glad you're back with sound. Oh, not this way. Oh no! The reason why monsters are red sometimes is that that's the effect of infravision. With infravision in effect, some monsters that are outside my light, when they're outside my light radius, they appear red. But the moment that they appear, what was it? The moment that my light radius catches on to them, they appear their normal color. So that's what's going on there. I have an amulet that allows me enhanced perception, which is pretty much permanent infravision for as long as I'm wearing it. That's what allows the monsters to appear red away from there. War staff for my trouble, I guess. Let me check it out. Go to town. Exactly. That's the moment that they appear in my light radius.
Hello, my friend.
Funny story. There was a time where I was watching someone else's video on YouTube. I think they were doing some kind of paladin setup, and the way they had it was their light radius was so low that they were able to sneak up to certain enemies, and they made sure to have an item that what was it, like some kind of equipment with enhanced perception. I think it was a ring or an amulet, one of the two. Probably a helmet, maybe a helmet, but either way, what they did was they had it to where their light radius was so low that enemies could not attack him until they got really close to him. But by then, they were ranged enemies, so they had to be out of range to attack. They like to be at a comfortable range to where the player couldn't attack them. So it was a lot of back and forth movement and very little attack going on. It was quite a number of years ago since I seen that video. Staff of... Nah, I don't need that. Mango Giants, I suppose I can use that. I suppose.
Greetings!
Good day. How may I serve you? Good day. How may I serve you?
Yeah, exactly. Because that video, if anything, it taught me how effective light radius truly is. Enemies, what was it? It can be a double-edged sword sometimes. Yeah, you can see a great deal as to what's out there, but that means that the enemy can see you as well. And if you have very, very small light radius to where it's about just right here within this character space, like right where my cursor is hovering, if the light radius is that small, then there's very little enemies can do to you. Ah, well. I wanted to do that. I wanted to see what was in there. Oh gosh. Oh, that's bad. I'm gonna need some lightning resist. Lightning resist, lightning resist. Here, here, and I'm gonna have to buckle down after that, I guess. There's Lunar Eclipse. I think that's a ring. Token of Terror. That's an amulet. Yeah. So Lunar Eclipse, Token of Terror were one of the two items that he had, and I don't remember the other one. But enough of that. I gotta focus on this. Oh gosh. Please. Please don't. I shall return. I will kill these guys, but I shall return. Okay, I'm back. In terms of, it's awesome how I have different gear on and swap whenever it's needed for encountering different monster types. Oh yeah, most definitely. Even with the small inventory space, or should I say original inventory space, I can get away with this because I'm used to it. And it really does help. Enemies that deal lightning damage, I can find a way to max out my all resistance. Have fun with that. Really works wonders for me. I have no idea where Defiler is. Oh, there he is. I found him. So I just have to avoid that that southeast corner. Oh, here we go. Please. I hate acid damage. Acid damage just it's like the worst for me. Oh no. Absolutely not. I refuse. Please. Look how much ground that covers. That's ridiculous. Like, why in the world would anybody want to stand in the middle of that? I had a feeling a situation like this would arise. I had a feeling, like a sinking feeling. What's worse about these guys is that they actually have the same amount of health as a melee enemy would. So even with them just trying to poke away at me with spitting acid, they have about 8k health, which is insane. There's nothing cool about that. Come on. There's... oh, come on. Come on. That's actually frustrating. there are ranged enemies that are getting free and something. Not where I'm trying to go at all.
Not enough mana.
Okay, that's it. Hang on, I'll be right back. You will be correct, sir. That is acid. Nothing remotely cool about that. Because not only does it do significant damage to you, but the acid also eats away at your durability. Just like it's doing right now. So even if enemies were to de-aggro, I'm not necessarily safe to where I can actually save the game, because I'm still in battle because another unique monster was aggroed.
Not enough mana.
Now I'm stuck in this situation. I'm gonna have to eventually make my way through again. I don't want to tag anything that could potentially kill my character. If I can just flush them out to where I can take them out one by one, that'll work wonders for me. I can't fight them in groups because my character just dies instantly. Here we go. Of course. Justice Fury wears off. Nope, we're not doing this. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing that. I refuse to stand in the middle of all that mess. Of course, because why not? I don't know what that was about, but that's not what I tried to do at all. Why is my character standing still? I don't get it. Freaking A. Yeah, force. Yes, like when it's a forced Iron Man situation, that's when my dislikes become more apparent. Oh my gosh. And you're able to get away with murder at this point. And there's one pit spider here. Cast animation is too slow.
Not enough mana.
Like who in their right mind would want to be in a situation like what you see here? I don't think anybody who would play this game would actually want to be in a situation like this. As a matter of fact, there were quite a number of people who were interested at first, but as the patches went through for the Hell 1, and there were more forced Iron Man situations. Right, it's a lot to deal with. Way too many projectiles for just one single character to deal with, let alone a melee character on top of that. It would have been a whole different story if there were two different types of pit spiders. Ones that do ranged attacks like this, which is totally fine, but they don't have that crazy amount of health as well. I never understood how it could be acceptable to the point where we're going to give an insane amount of health to the enemy here. I mean, their health is at 8,000 apiece. I can't cast any walls because I don't even have the spells. Nope. Still not good enough. If I had the means to teleport, that would be great, but that's not the case either. So So what do I do here? Do I lower my radius? Is that what's going on? Is that what I'm supposed to do? Was not supposed to happen. Oh my good night.
Not enough mana.
Standing here is going to be suicide. Right, because my cast animation doesn't want to go on. I have no idea what this enemy is, and I can't really figure find out either. He's dead. Can I not? Apparently I can't right click. No, I can't left click. I can't shift left click at all. Nothing like getting knocked around when you're trying to heal yourself. If I had a means of distraction, that would be nice, but I don't. I can't deal. I'm in a situation where I physically cannot, like I legitimately cannot deal. Because even if I try to, my character, man, I save the game where my character is still moving. So what happens from then on is I'm forced to aggro those guys every time I reload the game. Come on. Facing off against that one character is not going to be able to do it. It's just not. Standing still long enough like that doesn't help either. So there's got to be something here.
Not enough mana. Not enough mana.
Yeah, there's no way to actually do that. The way the in battle queue works is that the character is legitimately forced to fight until either they die or you reload your game. You hope to get out of it, but you can't even go through the stairs. You can't even use the stairs.
I can't get there from here.
Not until the battle's over. And that's done by design. Oh, that's not gonna help me out at all. It's not gonna help either. You know, for enemies that are supposed to be playing the range game, they have way too much health to deal. Enemies that normally have the range game have somewhere between, I can guess, I mean, I can understand like maybe 2,000 health, maybe. Like 1,200 regular, maybe 2,400 minion. But these guys legitimately have 8,520 from the jump. And they're all doing the exact same thing. How is it that they're getting away scot-free? Come on, man. It's situations like this that really don't make sense. And that's what it really deterred a lot of like old school Diablo players from playing the Hell One. Because of the way things are systemically here. Yeah, strangely enough, I have encountered them before, but the map was different. And that's another thing as well. Map design, well, the map generation makes all the difference. That's not enough. I have, was it Chasm Demons? Yeah, Chasm Demons spamming their lightning. And while I'm dealing with melee, the ranged monsters are getting free hits on me because the melee's distracting me. It's just single player. Single player should not be this difficult to deal with. Yeah, it should not be, but unfortunately it is. Please don't. Please don't. No, I can't stand still for too long, obviously. Not enough mana? No, the spell level's too low, that's all it is. Like, the moment that I corner one of them, I just need them to die instantly. Don't take forever to die. Just die instantly. That's all I'm asking. Like, don't prolong your death when I corner you. Just die immediately. Yeah, okay, sure. I can't grab hold of them for very long. It's another problem. Nope, not even gonna try it. Yep, of course. Yep. I don't know what I was trying to do there. I have no idea what I was trying to do there.
Not enough mana.
The problem with being ranged, you can't even click anywhere to escape because you're automatically assumed to attack. Of course. What did I have before? It wasn't this situation, it was a different one. I'm sure it was a different story. I'm sure it was a different situation. Nope, just keep it like this.
Not enough mana.
Yeah, that POS pit spider again, trying to attack me. And has succeeded. It's like I know for a fact they wouldn't stand a chance up close. Can I not left click? Jeez. It's like when I'm being attacked, you cannot left click. I'm trying to shift left click to move my items on the belt towards the left side very quickly. That's all I'm trying to do. I have no idea what this is. Maybe it's something I can use. Okay, well, that's something at least. Of course you would go in that direction. Of course you would. I'm gonna try this out. Maybe it'll work, maybe it won't. I'm gonna continue standing right here and just doing this. Yeah, so if anything, no matter how dire the situation, there's always a way out, kind of. There's always a way out. Okay. Always a way out. Got a breastplate for my trouble, at least. Alright, I'm going after this one. Probably the last one for me to deal with. There it is. Got it. Yeah, it was that moment right there. Last resort, I'll just pose myself up this corner and use my crossbow. If it works, that's great. If it doesn't, turns out it worked. So, there we go. Always a way out.
Hello, my friend.
But there's a part of me that's going to be like, why does it have to consist of you dying numerous times again before you figure it out? Why should there ever be a situation like that in the first place? You're supposed to just have fun while killing things. It shouldn't be a chore.
Hello, good friend.
Oh man.
Hello, good friend.
But yeah. You're probably gonna get this at a later time, but I did indeed save my game. I don't have to worry about
Good day.
the items here
Yes,
being
certainly.
compromised. Good freaking night.
What ails you, my friend?
Hello, good friend.
Nothing from that. Now that the most menacing enemy was taken care of,
What ails you, my friend?
I can move onward to different enemies now.
What ails you, my friend? 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 What ails you, my friend?
This should be enough. Oh my goodness. That beacon of hope regarding that cauldron was another thing that actually helped me out a great deal. I'm sure it's around here somewhere. Where are those chasm demons? That's the way down to level 21. Finally, I conquered the... what is it, like the northwest corner. I can finally say I did that. This reminds me of that time where, for my mage, when I was in the crypt in Purgatory, I was already introduced to a whole bunch of nonsense right at the entry. In order for me to escape that nonsense, I had to keep teleporting with luck on my side. I had to keep teleporting all the way to a cornerstone room. As a matter of fact, it was so bad that there were 2 consecutive rooms with a cornerstone, 2 consecutive floors with a cornerstone room, and cornerstone room, I should say. And the cornerstone room is the only area that has a doorway. I'm in a situation now that the moment I walk up here, I'm going to aggro Defiler. Definitely been here before with Defiler. Not too fond of it, but I've definitely been here before. All right then. There is nothing cool about that either. Nothing cool about that at all. Ridiculous. That's ridiculous. How am I supposed to get out of that situation? Like, the only way to avoid that is... How to even avoid that? Maybe, just maybe. Let me see if I have something.
Good day.
At least.
How may I serve you?
Some kind of wall? Do I have some kind of wall spell here? Something with lightning wall. Well, there's a... There it lies. There it lies is a nice skill to have. Well, it's a nice one to have. Not enough room in inventory, huh? There never is enough room.
How may I serve you?
Relics here. Yeah, that is true. It's just a testament to how long I've been playing. I'm looking for a specific relic here. I don't think I'll be able to find it though. So that's the theory of lies. Once I successfully cast that, then magic damage cannot harm me. That's good. I think I'm able to trap him against the wall.
Hello, good friend.
Not firewall, lightning wall. What?
Hello, good friend.
It's 49. 64. Minus 5 to all.
Hello, good friend. Hello, good friend. Hello, good friend. Hello, good friend. Hello, good friend.
I don't think I've ever seen one that has a wall.
Hello, good friend.
It's more specifically a lightning wall I'm looking for.
Good day. How may I serve you?
I should know better than to try and even look for something like that here. I'll probably have to just deal with the fact that I'm going to get hit with some ridiculous stuff. And just get ready to cast Etherealize on sight. I'll give it a try from there, see what happens. Here you come. Oh my gosh, what? Crap. Oh, you're a most kind, Jaime. I really do appreciate that. Enemies are dying. They're definitely dying. Ah, crap. Not again. I don't want to waste them because they're not easy to get. You just have a chance of them dropping. You can't buy them at all. Oh, come on. situation right there. That works. I'll take it. That's a real shame. I just need more health then. Or perhaps my aim should directly be for Defiler when he shows up.
What ails you, my friend?
That works. I'll do it that way from now on. Yep, almost. Almost got him. But I can definitely take him on. That's not a good situation to be in. Hang on. There we go. Let's try this again. I was able to do it before, unexpectedly. Now I'm expecting to do it again. I can get him down, it just comes down to timing. Especially with the way these monsters are moving. I swear, they're just taking it right now. Oh, that's just nice. Why would I want an RNG like that? Come on. I prefer the same that I had before. That's it. Come on. I hit the number 2. I hit the 2 button. I was pressing it as if my life depended on it and it failed me. Oh, you're gonna be very disappointed when you're able to see what happened. Hey, Horizonte, much appreciated for the raid. I was definitely so close, but I got rid of those lash worms first this time. ran out of... Of course I would run out. Of course. What if I stay right here this entire time? Of course, I get hit, and the cast animation is cancelled. So much for that. Gotta do it again, apparently. Is that where I head to next? Because I'll gladly keep trying to go over there. How's this? I get it. It's an attack that almost never misses. That was my fault for moving too far up. Alright, Jaime. Hope you have a good night's sleep. Thanks for stopping by. I'm in that situation again. I don't think I'm gonna make this one. Nope. I get really, really close, only to just lose it in the end. Is this the one I'm not supposed to be using? Am I supposed to be using this one here? I think that might be what it is. If that's the case, then I guess we'll see what happens. Wow, there's a huge difference now. But I apparently didn't hit the button fast enough. Nope. Let's try that again, shall we? Oh, look at that. He was right on my tail that time. This may very well be the break I need. This may very well be it. Anytime that random wants to kick in, that'd be great. Alright, that works. Got him. I switched weapons this time. That's what it was. I was using Griswold's Edge. Really ought to learn to stick with the Authorvirus Decapitator. It makes all the difference. I'm gonna survive these fights here. So there were some scenarios I was forced into
No.
where it very much depended on my weapon of choice to get out. And then there are other moments where I was forced into, oh my goodness, it was just really bad in terms of situations I was forced into. Situations that had very much forced my hand and nearly tested my patience.
Hello, my friend.
What do we got? Okay. Divine Plate of Defiance. I like that one. Diamond Helmet of Neglect. That's not a bad plate. Mail of the Tiger can go.
Greetings.
This can go. And this can go as well. Yeah.
Greetings.
I don't want to risk that. Losing that armor that I have. I
Good
refuse.
day. How may I serve you?
1, 2, 2. Gotcha. Right done.
Hello, good friend.
Why'd I do that? Made no sense.
Hello, good
Sell,
friend.
sell, sell. Well done. It's actually a bad situation to be in. Oh my goodness, please. There we go. That's a bad situation. I put myself in that. Oh, right, I didn't have mana. No, I didn't have... It's not that I didn't have mana. And my spell was too low to even register it. And the thing is that I know better than that. This is another careless mistake. Doing it again. I'm not a paladin, I'm a gladiator. There's a huge difference. I need to act like I know the difference.
Hello, my friend. Greetings! Greetings!
Good day. How may I serve you?
What ails you, my friend? What ails you, my friend? What ails you, my friend? What ails you, my friend?
Hello, good friend.
I may just want to leave these on the ground, seeing as I'm probably not going to be using them. This has been my go-to weapon for quite some time. Very effective. But once I get my endgame gear going, won't be needing it very much anymore. That'll be the day. Although I've beaten Uber Diablo with this character, it still has been quite a while since the last time. And I know that I very much have a ways to go with this very same character before I even reach the max. The max strength is 250. If I can reach that someday, that'd be really, really good for my character. What was that? Good thing I had constricting ring on. Sheesh. Alright, it took me a good while, but I finally did it. I went through Doom Difficulty Abyss for the second time with my Gladiator.
Hello, my friend. Greetings!
Hello, good friend.
What ails you, my friend? 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 What ails you, my friend?
Good day. How may I serve you?
Alright, so for the most part, everything that I have is with me, everything that I need. Apart from that, it's about time I take off. Because I have to be a responsible adult. The thing about adulthood, always having to be responsible at some point in your life. Anyway, I do appreciate anybody who stuck around, anybody who has recently visited, anybody who was recently followed. Thank you guys so much. It really does make all the difference. I don't go around asking for it, but just know that I do appreciate it every time it does happen. So, again, thank you guys for that. And Horizonte, once again, thanks again for the raid. I keep saying again over and over again like it makes sense, and it doesn't. Anyway, I am very much late into exiting out, but I did complete the Abyss as intended today with Gladiator. It's about time I started bringing him back into the wheelhouse. Anyway, you guys take care, y'all stay safe. I've been going on long enough. I'll let you guys go.